Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to episode 79 of the Power Reverberation Book 2 Ghost podcast on the Konfidence and Klutch network. Or is it the Power Reverberation podcast? Nah, that's what it is, Book 2 Ghost podcast. Power Reverberation podcast, Book 2 Ghost, all that. Yo, you already know, man. Let's jump into it. Let's get this beat rolling. Where we at today? I think we're right here. Okay, let's do it. Yeah. Let's get it. What we know so far. Episode 301, Week has to move out of the Western room. Mama Western wasn't having that shit. Tate got him a living situation. Effie doesn't want to transfer to Stansfield just to be Reek's woman. She wanted to be her own woman. Noma, which is a African Wakandan, whatever the hell going on, went to the auction, followed the buyer, asked for the ring, cut off the woman's wrist with a machete, killed her fiance, then put the ring on, killed them both. Man. Mo gets Mecca's penthouse, nothing else. She's pissed at Zoe, moved Kane and Drew to the penthouse. She ain't fucking with Diana at all. Braden. Pops told him he would cut him off if he doesn't get his shit together. Kane threw a party at the penthouse to link up with a new connect who wanted way too much dough. Lorenzo wants Diana to go to Stansfield and live on campus. Diana stays in Reek's old spot with Becca, who was Braden's sister. McClain got the ring at auction, sold for $5.5 million, but remember, they got killed. Reek needs his help and told him about Noma wanting to know how the ring got to the auction, man. Sachs overheard Reek talking to McClain over who was watching the penthouse, possibly the feds. Jenny challenged Sachs on finding Lauren's murderer. Noma agrees to be the new connect for Reek and the crew, gives them 30 days to turn a profit. Tate, Dean Wong wants him to stay as an adjunct professor. Professor Bennett, new professor. I like her, way better than Carrie already. Bash wants to shake down Reek and Braden. Braden wanted Kane to kill Bash for him for killing Effie. Reek kills Bash. So Reek got 4 bodies now, baby. Zeke's number is retired, and Reek restored his name. It's a good name to the university. Mo wants everyone to find out who killed her son. Reek offered to get to the bottom. Zoe lies about his involvement. Jeannie's trying to tie in McClain, Reek, Braden, and the Tejadas as a criminal enterprise and get a RICO charge on them. Jeannie has a CI in their organization, wants a joint local and federal operation for the RICO case. Braden's uncle Luke told him he can make 10 times more money than he did with selling the dope without being robbed or shot at. He's trying to give him game. Kane still dirty macking on Effie and keeping his and Effie's secret about Lauren. Lauren is alive, baby. Yeah, let's do it. Current episode, Need versus Greed. Synopsis. Tariq, Braden, Effie, and Kane divvy up Noma's product to push. Lorenzo sets a plan in motion to keep Monet off his trail after she orders him to find Zeke's killer. Kane looks into what happened at Mecca's hangar. All right, baby. Favorite moments of the show? Favorite quotables of the show? Let's do it. Opening scene. Lauren wakes up in the hospital. The closing scene. Kane, after confronting Zoe, rides out with the bodies. All right, let's get into it. Don't forget, Tariq, some of us are only doing this because we have to, Effie to Reek. Greed is just another word for growth. The bigger you get, the more you have. The more you have, the more you need. Reek to the class. The class as always was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the new professor, I'm feeling her already just because her energy is different on screen with what's going on, because they had to make Carrie shady, like as hell. They had to make Jabari shady, you know what I mean? How is that you can afford a Balenciaga backpack, but not the books to put inside the Salim to die? Yo, same thing about these expensive ass purses and shit. Like my Michael Kors book bag, I can afford MacBooks and shit in my joint. Yo, you heard me? How about that? Knowing and proving are two different things, but trust, I'll get there. Detective Whitman and Mo. Now, I have unbelievable moments of the show, but I got them sprinkled out through the whole pod today because, man, it was some unbelievable moments of the show. Unbelievable moments of this show. Let me see how far that this shit go. Hey, how far did it go? I ain't put my camera on Do Not Disturb. Hope they messing with my YouTube video. Let's go, y'all. Let's ride. Reek wants to flood the streets. He wants to flood the streets with that dope. Stansfield is hot, and he's not selling at Weston Holdings with a known drug dealer, his guy Braden. Reek is scared to die at the hands of Noma. My thing is, why you selling then, Reek? Y'all could have said what y'all said to get up out that apartment and jet, but she didn't know who y'all was, but y'all put so much faith in this lady that, yo, because she killed old girl in front of her, and it make you say whatever the hell you want to say to get up out that situation. I understand that, but just disappear. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was talking to Tate before about helping him out. So he was like, I need an internship. Tate ain't give him the internship. You know what I mean? So that means he needs more credits. So Rico thing is like, I'm trying to graduate so I can get this money that my dad had me to get. I ain't got to sell dope forever so I can see Yaz and Tasha again, his mama, right? So Braden offers him an internship to get his credits at Weston Holdings. So Braden hires now, right? Braden's smart as fuck. Like, he's my star of the day for this episode. I got to give a star of the day. Let me do that right now. Braden. We're going to start giving stars of the episode of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. I'm like thinking, going through the process. So Braden is hiring now. So we know Reek is against selling at Weston Holdings. He said it away. Of course, until he gets in and sees how much dough they can get without the street shit. Braden told Reek the plan and he accepted it. So they had a clientele in their office and Wall Street. Reek was breaking it down like, yo, there's 30 workers on each floor, it's 54 floors, you times that. With the Wall Street, there's more product than we have right now from Noma. We can get money. Like, yeah. But you know, they need Kane to help them with most of that gangster shit. So Reek had Drew follow the trainer who was selling to everybody in the building and push him in front of a box truck to kill him because Drew was coming through on some emotional shit like Carl Thomas, baby. So selective outrage Drew. That's what I'm down gonna call his ass. When he can't have his little thing, he get his shit in the, is it a tiff or a tiss? Fucking let me know. So co-workers came in the locker room, found the new workout cards with like a website on it, like first session is on us type shit. So it looked like it might be possibly a store. I don't know because it just said like workout DS or BS or something like that. So we got to see what it is, but that's dope, man. All right, let's get to Mo. Monet, remember I said this is Mo's show. Monet Tejada wants McClain to get more information on Zeke's murder. Evelyn came to see Mo and brought food, told Mo she understood how she felt with the grieving, and people start bringing you food after the funeral and shit, but you know, it take time to get through this. Whitman has been sneaking around about Frank, right? She let Mo know that. Whitman is out to find Monet, Tejada, and everybody else and all the shit they've been doing. So Evelyn came through and dropped off dough, just like Mo did for her. When we know Mo and them killed Frank anyway. So Whitman pulled over Mo about Carrie, right? Like, yo, what's up? You got a broken side view mirror and it wasn't even broke. He told her Zeke came to him about Carrie's murder, and he know that, Monet didn't like him dating her and all that shit, and don't think she hung herself. Told her about the traffic camera that caught her outside of Carrie's house in the same time Carrie was killed. And then he broke her side view mirror after he questioned her, like type shit. Like, damn. Came, brought the guap cat that they thought that beat up Drew to her and Zoe. Like, I'm character. I ain't going through y'all know me by now. I ain't going through the shit sequential. We breaking down characters. Beat up Drew and to her and Zoe. And he said he was out of town for the Zeke shit and it was hired for the Drew hit. And I'm like, damn, wait a minute. He was hired for the Drew hit. So Kane gave her Drew's chain with Zeke's ring on it, right? Like, that was crazy. Because I was wondering, where the hell did he get that Zeke ring from? We'll find that out later. So Mo gave that cat 7. Motherfucker, baka. Mary was like, man, I said, man, I need to screen grab that shit and make a GIF out of it. Some people call it GIF, some people call it a GIF out of it. Yo, Mary is playing the shit out of this role this season in these 2 episodes, though. Her acting is on another level now. She did some shit in the off season. Like, her shit is amazing. And this coming into this first 2 episodes of this 3rd season. I would say that, man. She trying to win some shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Mary acting getting better? You know what I'm saying? Is it growing? Because it's growing to me. Let's talk to the star of the day, though. The star of the show, my main man, Braden. Braden is trying to sell at Weston Holdings. He plants shit in Chad's desk and shit. After Chad says something slick to Kiki or whatever, he planted a tiki torch and a Hawaiian shirt like the Proud Boys wear and had some shit on his computer. His pops came in and says, we don't support alt-right bullshit in the office on company time, man. Get up out of here. Get your shit. So his dog was like, man, you're going to see me in court, bitches. Like, so, and he did it to hold down Kiki. Little did he know, my first unbelievable moment of the show. She takes Brayden to the elevator to make out with him, grabbing this thing all on the elevator, takes him to a secret floor and fucks him. So clearly she was fed up and that turned her on and it made her want to give him some pussy right then and there. But come on, y'all. That might be the wrong message. White man saves black girl from white man. Black girl is thankful. Black girl offers her body to the white man. And yo, right then and there, that's when I was like, I almost turned this shit off, man, because of that shit. Stop it. Real niggas ain't rolling with that shit, man. We not rolling. We can't roll with that, man. On the other hand, though, we have to show the plight of the black woman in corporate America and what they have to subject themselves to just to make it in certain instances. Because not every black woman got to deal with that. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below on the episode notes, Podbean, YouTube, on Twitter, Instagram. After you watch it, let me know. Holla back. So let me guess then, if I know power. Kiki is going to help Brayden sell dope at the office and on Wall Street now because of all of this. That'll be predictable. Then, of course, Kiki will take the rap for Brayden once their operation is found out. That'll be predictable. Reek will be pissed because he told him to chill. The shit will cause a rift with Noma, and Reek will have to kill Brayden in the season finale. Does that sound like some power type shit? It's bullshit, all of it trash. Don't go that route, y'all. Rewrite that shit if that's what y'all was gonna do. All right? Brayden's dad called a family meeting. Family meeting now, Brayden. Like, Uncle Luke. I like Uncle Luke. I'm telling you, Uncle Luke, he approved Reek being there. Like, we need diversity anyway. He said, Brayden put out the race card. It worked. Inclusivity and diversity. His brother was not having it. Like, y'all crazy as hell, but Brayden is smart as fuck. I like Brayden. Knowing his co-workers do coke in the open, he asked Kiki, hey, Kiki, have Reek set up the room for a meeting. She's like, oh, yeah, interns can do shit. So did that. So now Reek will see the culture Brayden was talking about. It was a genius move. So Reek looking like, oh, for real? Which is out in the open? That's what we do here? So here we go, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Brayden take Reek out to see how the company gets done and moves after work hours and shit. They work hard and party harder. So let them know that guy right there, or the trainer we met, he's supplying everyone. Talking about he dropping off protein powder. He dropping off that powder. Dope. So Brayden moved 2 bricks at the country club, and then they got to talk about how much money they can make, and now Reek is in. So Brayden's a G because he had Brashandria get to Reek's internship with Tate, and he paid Tate off and made a campaign contribution. Just dope, man. Mad money to the Tate contribution campaign, and he said, with the Westerns behind me now I'm good. Brayden smart as fuck. Gold star for Brayden, baby. For real. You gets knighted right there. Gold star for Brayden. All right. Effie doesn't trust the Jamaica Ab Boys out the gate. I mean, Kane, you bringing all these cats in with all this dope we got right here. How are you supposed to trust them cats? Why should she trust them cats? I'm with her. But Effie is trying to keep Di close to a certain degree, talking with her every time she talking about the books in class, about, yeah, you can holler at the TAs. Most of the time they got extra books for kids just in case they might struggle a little bit. So Brayden wants to tell Reek about Lauren. Effie like, hell no, that's a hard no. We're taking that shit to our grave because we're all that he has. Effie cutting the dope up that she serves to the university. One has Stanfield on it. She not listening to Reek. Stanfield is too hot. Reek told them they cannot sell to Stanfield. Nobody listened to Reek because Brayden want to do his thing. Effie want to do his thing. We know what will happen. Her ass will get knocked and blamed, die for the shit. Come on, Power. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. She was thinking about starting Course Perfect and a course correct clone for Stansfield, but didn't go through with it, and Reek came in her building. All right. Kane has Jamaican Ab Boys helping the move work during the day. Effie has class. And what she said, I have class in the hour, and Brayden has to go analyze stocks. Drew and Diana are tied up as well during the day, expanding the footprint. When we know Drew fucking with Everett and Di at school. What the fuck? That's just the Effie has class in the hour, and Brayden has to analyze stock. I didn't like that writing piece right there, but I mean, they trying to make it as realistic for what's going on. I just, that much dope G that they got. I'm taking online classes. I'm taking online classes for real. So Kane let Zoe know Drew was still fucking Everett. That was funny because Monet and Zoe protects Drew like they supposed to. Like, Kane, you ain't bullying our son just because our son is gay, fam. We ain't rolling with you on that shit, Kane. Freeze that shit. So I appreciate that. But, you know, Kane just being the basic motherfucker that ain't with the shit. So Kane shows up. He got Mecca's pilot and the driver. There was no rhyme or reason how he got it. How? Like, the pilot said he saw a big dude with a bald head and a big-ass collar. That's all he saw. Kane got the blowtorch. Blowtorch him like on his back. The other cat said he saw a busted tail light and Kane was like, okay, blowtorch this cheek. Like, damn, Kane, you ruthless. You know what I'm saying? I still want to know, how'd he get them two cats? So then, you know, shit happened with Drew, where Drew get knocked out type shit and get his chain snatched and get spray painted and shit. Kane popped two cats and got the cat that whooped Drew. Like, some Rambo shit, like, and then he gets them, take him to Mo, and Zeke's ring was on Drew's chain. Like, how that happen? How did he had the ring and the chain? So I'm trying to figure that out. So I'm thinking Zoe did that. You know what I mean? So, and he probably did it to let Mo rest that Zeke's killer is down. That's why Zoe did it, but that ain't gonna work. They know they still don't know who did it between them two. But that's what we thought. Well, Kane doesn't. Manipulation like a motherfucker. But Kane told Zoe later on when they had to take the body, I know you killed Zeke. He said the tail light shit, the description down from the pilot, you know what I'm saying? The guap setup, you had guap go get your son. Like, that's crazy. You sent guap, it could have went bad and they could have killed your son. You know what I mean? Then planted ring, Zeke ain't ever wear that ring, fam. It was in his trophy case. He's like, it's been months trying to find Zeke killer. I got days to find the motherfuckers, and I found out from Mecca's people. You wasn't trying to find them. So I let him know, man, I made a mistake, man. I thought it was Mecca. I was trying to kill him. You trying to take my family away from me. I wasn't with that shit. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Kane like, yo, I know the truth now, so I own you, motherfucker. Now, you said you wasn't moving Mecca's dope or anything and dealing with this shit from this new plug. Now you do. Gave him the weight to move and motherfucker make moves, dad. See what I'm saying? So, oh man, Kane, man. Kane and G. I like Kane, as always. Lauren. Now that she's back, right? So she wakes up in the hospital and Jenny is there. She's having a flashback, right? A nightmare, really. Tells her what she thinks happened. Someone, we know Effie, knocked her out, put the car in neutral, and pushed it into the ravine. A man walking the dog saw the car submerge halfway, called EMS. They bring her out. Lauren remembers Effie tried to kill her. Let Jenny know that. Lauren will not snitch on Reek as of now, but she will turn on Braden and Effie. We know that. This is going to be a major piece whenever she shows up. She's going to sneak away, y'all. Y'all know that, right? She's going to get away. She's going to find a way to get to Reek somehow. And then that's going to fuck up everything with Braden and Effie. So that's going to be a major fucking turning point of this season when that happens. Zoe. Lorenzo wants Drew to still run shit. No matter what's going on, he wants Drew to run shit. Still ain't fucking with Kane over him and Mecca wanting to kill Lorenzo. Lorenzo has a point with like that. I can't fuck with you, son. You want to kill me with your mama, baby daddy. Like, no, what's that? Told him he can get back tight with the family if he finds Zeke's killer. Zoe. That's a dumb move because you know Kane gonna find out it's you, fam. You know Kane wants back in. He would find out it's your ass, and he did. He would kill you for his mother. We already know that. So all of this shit is predictable. Zoe was putting Zeke's murder on the guaps and all that shit he tried. Let Kane know it was a mistake. He thought he was Mecca. Like, come on, man. It was just dumb. It's sloppy, Lorenzo. You're supposed to be the boss of the family, making sloppy-ass moves. That shit was dumb. Diana. Like character development, yo. Like, they should be strong one minute, they be weak the other. I guess it's life, though. Diana needs book money. Stop it. But Mo don't know she in school, right? So she needs book money. Dad doing all he can. Effie told Diane that the TAs usually have books for students to use. We know Diane wants to see what Cuz is all about because I fucked him the first episode. Typical, predictable, right? They already had the teachers and the TAs fucking the kids. Like, we already did that the first two seasons. We going back to that? Di should have stuck with what Mo was teaching her, not this daddy little girl princess bullshit. She's going to get caught up in shit not helping her. Because out of the three kids, she ain't the one that's the most solid. She's a little silly. But it shows young love, growth, and maturity. So dope, I guess, for the young kids that watch it. But here we go. She shows up at Salim's office in a tempting outfit. Damn, we have to sell sex with her as well, like we do with her. Like we did with Kiki and everything. So Salim ain't taking the bait, really. He seemed like he ain't Jabari, right? He offered Dai a job on campus. And what kind of job? Job like in a little bookstore, little study place, whatever, where black kids on campus get the jobs. They're like, damn, everybody black up in here. He was like, it's handed down by the cats that graduate, and we find another kid to take the spot. So that was dope. My thing is, the TA in the class, how he know all that if he knew on campus? Because the teacher I thought was new. So sloppy writing again a little bit. Can I say that, y'all? Is that sloppy? I think it is a little bit because that's not supposed to be that easy, but maybe. I don't know. It's nice, though, to have that in the story. Now, we control our narrative. I like that piece. And I see they're trying to be a little bit pro-black up in here a little bit, so I'm cool with that, with the stuff that was going on, like at the Weston Holdings and all that. So Dog told her, Skittles are all the same flavor and different smells. I got to see that, see if that shit is true. And he said it tricks your senses and all that. That shit, if it is, so what? They still good. So let Di know she'll be able to pay her books and do little money shit right here. They ain't gonna pay off no loans and shit, but she'll be able to study up in here kind of slow in 4-hour shifts. So it's a win-win. She'll be straight. She heard from Reek and Effie when they came in. Doesn't want them to know she's hurting like that and got to work at the bookstore, or she still has feelings for Reek, or is they both? Two things may be true. Drew. Everett wants Drew to visit him in Oklahoma City. Wants him at his signing party. Everett is not ready to come out to the world. Drew got pissed, saying he's hiding from his family. Family versus the world, Drew, is not a good argument, Drew. Drew said, I'll be there, though. But Drew gets knocked out on the street, get his ass whooped, spit it on, spray painted on for little guap. Everett broke up with Drew for not making his party. They fighting on the stairs. Don't push me. Don't follow me. Reek needs his help afterward, right? We know what happened. He pushed the little dope man from Western Holders into the street. That was gangster too, man. Tate. Now usually I do like 7 characters that jumped out, but everybody has some defined shit. Like everybody was rolling this episode. Tate. I showed up at the campaign headquarters. Tate's numbers are low. I wants Tate to run ads. He ain't got the money to. Tate said he has an intern that's gonna help him make things better. So what the fuck is Reek going to do for him? I'm thinking, right? He needs dough so he can exploit him, or he can use him for the youth as an ambassador type shit to gain more votes because he a ghost son. Instead, he brings up what he did is wrong and disassociates himself from Reek because he knew the other part was going to backfire. And I told him Tate need a wife, so what'd he do? And Tate was like, don't get no young, don't fuck with your intern. He bring in, what's her name, Brashandria? Gave her Reek's internship. Use Reek for clout with Braden help. It was smart. You know, Tate is shiesty. He gonna do what he do for Tate. All right, now let's get into the legal aspects of the show. We got McClain. McClain has the file on Mecca and Zeke. There's nothing there. He gave it to Mo. Police think those cases are connected. Mo called him about Whitman like, yo, dog tripping with me, and he wanted Sachs on the Rollins case. Sachs ass is hard up, writes sex on Jenny's cup. Called Jenny after McClain told him about Whitman. Told her he might have been the one surveilling Mecca's apartment. That's dope. So now we getting more information. Sachs goes through McClain's shit and finds the burner, right? The burner cell phone, calls the number in it. Mo answers and says she's cool on the Zeke shit. She don't need his help no more. Unbelievable moment of the show again. So McClain is going to leave a phone that only certain clients call on him in his office in an unlocked drawer. Yeah. Okay, guys. Fix it. All right, fix it. Jenny. Last episode, she talked about her CI. Her CI is Lauren. She wants to keep Lauren hidden while she builds her case. Only people that know Lauren is alive is Jenny's boss and Lauren's doctor. She wants her to snitch on Tariq. She ain't snitching on Tariq. Jenny let Sachs know she's trying to start an official joint task force with the DEA because she believed Tariq was groomed to be a boss. Facts, but some motherfucking Sachs like, that's kind of racist though. But he was just not the smart way that Ghost was. He think he's smarter than his daddy. So Sachs dropped the Whitman info to Jenny like, I think it might have been Whitman that was on that. You know what I mean? That was outside Mecca's apartment doing surveillance. Then Whitman came through, talked to Jenny and Blanca, and let them know about Ramirez and all the shit he did for the Tejadas, all the way he helped them, how he dropped off the Western boys, and he was fucking Monet. Like, yo, he was like, he's implicated somehow with Monet. Y'all got Tariq up here like he the mastermind. Whitman has his shit together with Monet being co-head with Reek. Because they were like, there's no way a 16-year-old is the head of this shit. Nah, Monet Tejada. I told y'all this show was about Mo. She moves like a ghost because she has all these moving parts to get what the fuck she want, man. Like, for real. So, of course, now Jenny and Blanca like, yo, I might be able to take this shit to my bosses because they said you don't have enough. You don't have enough for a joint task force. Now, because they might be able to do it because the 19-year-old can't be the kingpin, but you got Monet Tejada with all the stuff from Ramirez. Now we rolling. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think. All right. What I predicted from watching the trailer for this episode. Jenny tells Lauren, everyone thinks she's dead, even her parents. Yes, she did. She did tell L Boogie that. So it's going to be interesting how she survived. We found out how that happened. Reek worries on how to move the product or Norman will kill them. He was just talking. They got away now. Weston Holdings. They moving. Effie's moving at the university still. They moving the product. Braden says they're overlooking the market. The trades at the firm is where it's at. Yes, it is. He made it set up that Tariq had to see how it was moving so Tariq would co-sign the shit he trying to do. Zoe tells Kane, your mom's not going to rest till we find Zeke's killer. Handle it. Yes, and he handled it and found out, Zoe, you killed Zeke. Reek says we're about to be flush as fuck on Wall Street. Yep, sure is. He was telling Effie that shit after they did everything they needed to do to get shit in motion to be distributors on Wall Street. The episode started mid, then heated up, right? All right, so the ending was very climatic. That's what I said. That was last week, though. All right, following episode predictions, what I think. Let's look at it. Looking at this trailer for episode 303. The African dude, the cat from Wakanda, tells the crew Noma wants $1 million when her man comes back or dies. Like, it was somebody pointing at a picture, she dies. Now, that could be a spliced conversation. We don't know who dies, but he says she dies. So somebody dies. I don't know who the she is, right? It might be Tasha. They might know where Tasha is. Who knows? The crew has to figure out how to move the product. We see a dashboard. Maybe they use Course Perfect, the new Effie app, or the app Reek and Braden use for the corporate shit. I believe possibly it's for the corporate shit because they're moving differently with the app because it was so easy to do course correct. And they have the code to run it like Effie. Effie had the code to redo it, right? Brady says he has an idea, which is a splice conversation. I think that's where they use the app like Course Correct for the dope. Whitman tells, but they're using it as the gym people. So workout stuff, workout powder. I don't know. We'll see. Whitman tells Blanca, Mo killed Carrie. She was one of them. So we're trying to figure that out because he's trying to get the owners on Mo. Mo tells McClain, Whitman came by the bar, and then he said if she talks, he goes away because they're trying to set her up, trying to get information. He coming for Reek probably and trying to back up off of her. We know what's happening. Reek says if they're on a Mo about Dante, then they're on him because he was there when Mo killed Dante. McClain says he has a plan to take him out of play. Who is him? We talking about McClain? Splice conversation. Who we talking about? Are we talking about somebody to help Theo get out of jail? We got to see. We know how this go, right? Is Mo telling him that Kane? Now Kane ain't gonna tell Mo that Zoe killed Zeke, but Mo might think Zoe killed Zeke too, and that might be who McClain says. We don't know. We got to go everywhere because they be everywhere with this shit. We don't know. And Mo told Reed to keep his head on swivel. So, all right, that was a lot, y'all. So think about it. The writing, the storylines, the character development have to get better. The shit be predictable. Like we just made like mad storylines in this episode right here. It's kind of boring and uneventful if it go that way. I'm telling you, just please take Ghost's name off of this shit and call it Power Book 2 Monet or Power Book 2 Reek or something like that because one of the reasons I don't want this shit to fail because it has Ghost's name, Meth, and Mary. Like, I mean, that's it. But that ain't it, though. That ain't it. Too many times the show drags on some bullshit then has a fire ending, y'all. It's like, maybe this shit need to be a half an hour show and not an hour. Like, I don't know because there's too much extra bullshit that be happening that be unbelievable and fuck up the storyline to a certain degree. I get it though, but I still think this show might be for younger people. Like it's not for people in my demographic, especially Power fans, because we're still mad that y'all killed Ghost off with the power struggle between him and Courtney, or who the show was, even though the show was about her family, but he played the shit out of the role that the show be became about him. And but people have to remember all the time it was about him. For the women that saw him on being Mary Jane, how he was fucking Mary Jane. Like, so they wanted to see that, and then he came, come on, man, we know what it was about. So, but he killed the shit. He killed the role. The role was dead. Cold. Super dead. Murdered the motherfucker. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think. Hit me in my show release notes. Hit me on the socials. Let me know. YouTube, hit me in the comments. Let's get this conversation cracking, and then we'll keep it going together, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like always, get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com, wherever you listen to your podcast. Once again, Apple, Google, Spotify, especially YouTube, y'all. Y'all watch the show. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at K&K. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch Weekly. Donald Nelson, Deezy, D's us, DCD, D's Don P, Don D, Don Ruler. Host, the Power of Reverberation podcast, Book 2 Ghosts, a Confidence in the Clutch podcast about the hit TV series Power, Book 2 Ghosts. Have a safe and healthy night. If you're listening during the daytime, create a great day on purpose, y'all. We out of this joint, man. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.